Hey guys, Kristine Mirelle here, and these are 7 simple ways to stay inspired when you're not feeling all that creative. Let's go. All right, guys, so you're a creative and you're going, man, I feel like I have writer's block, whether you're an artist, a musician, a songwriter, whatever it is. Here's some really awesome ways that I've used to make sure that I feel creative and my creative juices are still just like flowing everywhere. One, you can go for a walk. Now, not only is this great for you physically and spiritually, keeps you in shape, gets that blood circulating through your body, it's also just really nice to be with nature. Like, I'll go to a park and I'll just watch kids play. I'll watch other families. I'll just people watch. People watching is really fun. And I'll just make stories sometimes about the people that I'm watching. Like, I'll look at families and I'll go, I wonder how they met, and I'll create a story in my head. Or I can see that someone's having a conversation and I pretend that I know what they're saying. In those moments, if I can watch other people doing something else, I can start to create something that I normally wouldn't have created coming from my own mind. So sometimes I watch children and I try to like write out what their life is going to be and what they're going to become and what their favorite things to do and what their favorite foods are going to be and those types of things. And sometimes I write a song about, how much I think two people that I'm watching love each other or hate each other, regardless of what it is. But people watching, getting out and walking and moving around and observing what's going around you can really definitely inspire you and give you some ideas that you wouldn't have normally thought about had you just been like stagnant and hanging out at home trying to imagine stuff. Number 2, watch a movie. I love this because I'm getting to watch someone else's entire creation. And watching a movie puts you in a whole different emotional state, right? If you weren't normally scared, if you're watching a horror movie, suddenly it makes you feel scared. Or maybe you normally weren't thinking all these romantic feelings, but now you've watched something like The Notebook, and now you feel all lovey-dovey, and you want to write a beautiful song about everlasting love. Whatever it is, movies can really impact someone, really a lot. And I'll say that when I watch a movie, especially like watching inspirational movies or movies where like the underdog started from nothing and now he like overcame all these problems, it makes me want to write like a song about overcoming problems or being strong or going against the current, going against what everybody else says to do and doing what I believe in and that sort of thing. So watching a movie can definitely inspire you and put you in a whole different emotional state than what you were before you watched the movie. And maybe that's what you need. Maybe you just need to be in a whole different place so you can start writing. Number 3, don't be a yes person. If there's something that you don't want to do, don't go do it. Don't feel like just because your group of friends are going out somewhere that you have to go. If you feel like something is going to inspire you and you're going to love it and be happy, then go, because that's a great state to be in. But if you're only going to make people be happy or, to make sure that their feelings aren't hurt, then you know what that's going to do? It's going to make you get upset because you're going to be upset at yourself for going, and then you're going to get back and you're not going to feel creative. You're not going to feel like creating anything. Instead, you're going to just be frustrated. So make sure you choose wisely what you say yes and no to. Go out and do fun stuff and things that you like, but don't just be a yes person to try to appease everyone around you. Only do what you know is going to make you happy, because at the end of the day, if you're frustrated and unhappy when you go out, your friends are going to know it. So you want to be in a good mood and you want to have good energy regardless of whether you're home alone working or whether you're out with your friends. Number 4, I create micro goals. And what I mean by that is, instead of me writing a goal for tomorrow that's like, finish your album, which is insane, and I don't get to check that off. It's going to take me months before I can check that off. I like to make my to-do list of little tiny goals. So I might say, write the second verse of your new song, or finish the chorus of such and such song, or pick out your clothes for your photo shoot coming up. Because as long as you're taking little baby steps, in the end, it all adds up. And that's really the most important thing. Because sometimes if I give myself one big thing to do that day and not tiny little things, if I don't check that off, I feel like I wasted my whole day. And one of the best things that I love to do is go, wow, I'm done with this, I'm done with this, I'm done with that. And sometimes those things can be just little things like, hey, I went and got my hair done, ready for my photo shoot coming up. I got my matching outfits. I got my, part of my lyrics finished, or I made, 5 phone calls to different producers, or I started writing ideas for songs. Whatever it is, make tiny little goals and you're going to feel like every day you got a little bit closer, and those little baby steps all add up. Number 5, stop comparing yourself to everybody else. I know it's easy to be on Instagram and be like, his life looks amazing and mine sucks. Don't do that, Because at the end of the day, most of us don't put when you have a really crappy day. You're not like, worst day of my life, I hate this. You know, most of us don't. There are some people that do, but most of us don't. And so most people are only posting their best stuff. So don't sit around and compare yourself to other people, because that might not put you in a great creative state. Instead, try to see the positive in everything. You know, I give thanks for everything. I give thanks for my ability to walk, my ability to breathe on my own, because these are a lot of things that even these things that we take for granted that other people don't have. And when I sit there and I'm in a state of gratitude, I can definitely feel inspired. I can feel like, wow, what a beautiful world that I live in, and some really amazing gifts that I've been given that I'm excited about. And then even when I'm having like a really bad day, if I start writing about something, like sometimes I'll try to take that energy and channel it into something really positive. And if I start to make something that I really love, like even if I don't finish a song, I'm going from like having a bad day to having like such an amazing day, because now I just created a beautiful song. And I've had certain days where I'm like, oh my God, everything's going wrong today, but I created one amazing song that I love, and this makes everything worth it. And I'm not even sad about everything that else that is going on, because I'm a creative. So if I can create something amazing, then that's definitely going to overpower all of the other stuff. So definitely still try to channel that energy and turn it from something negative into something positive, and it'll make your day 10 times better. Number 7, go to an open mic. What I love about open mics is you're going to get inspired, because there's so many people from so many different places in life, so many different talents, because you're going to have singers, artists, musicians, poets, like just comics, everything you could think of. So you're going to have all these different things kind of coming through your mind that you normally wouldn't have thought of on your own. I've gone to some open mics where I've seen, one time I saw this lady, she painted herself blue and she was singing about like butterfly. She had this little like fake butterfly in her hand, and she was just like singing and doing like hula stuff. And I thought, that's not something that I want to do, but I thought it was really cool that she didn't care what anybody in the room thought of her, and she was just kind of singing and doing, and it made her happy, and being able to see that it made her happy made me happy. So it made me in a good mood, and I could look around and see that everybody else was in a good mood too. And not only that, I've seen people like talk about really serious stuff and sing about heartbreak, and then I've seen people jump up with a guitar and talk about how much they love Walmart. You know, and all of that can inspire you in so many different ways. It's so many ways to channel your energy and to just absorb what's going on around you, for you to be like, wow, that person is just mega talented, or that person is mega funny. And you're going to get inspired, and you're going to feel like you want to write a song or create based on what you're feeling now, because of what you went and watched. And it can be so random, like you're not even going to know what to expect. And that's what's really awesome about it. Overall, do what makes you feel good inside. Get out of that comfort zone, try something that you've never done before, and free up your mind of all those crazy pressures of life, and let's get to creating. All right, everybody, I'm Kristine Mirelle. I specialize in showing musicians, singers, and bands how to make money performing. So if that's something that you want to do, I want you to just check the description, click on the links, and let's get started. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.